everybody, Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. I have got another fantastic Gibson guitar for you today. This one's got lots of history and world travels for me to tell you about, but it's a 1968 Country Western. Now, what is a Gibson Country Western? It's basically a Southern, they also called it the Southern Jumbo. I think they were mostly marketed to the South portions of our country, but it's basically a J45 or J50 with different appointments. Now, the first thing you notice when you look inside, it says Gibson Country Western model, and it's got a lariat around the label, which is really cool. But I can certainly envision a J50 just underneath the label. And then from there, it's got some different fret markers. Of course, it's got a different pick guard on it. It has the adjustable bridge like a J50 would have. And of course, the same headstock, same tuners, pretty much a J50. But you know what? It's a Country Western, and they are very, very cool looking. And I've had several of these in the shop, and I really, really like them. I played one for quite a while as my go-to guitar, and I really liked it. This one is in really nice shape. Now it's got a beautiful spruce top with lots of nice finish crazing on it. You can tell the nitro finish on it has had some crazing on it. The top is really, really flat. The bridge is on there just as solid as it can be, and it's original from head to toe. It's got the original Kluson Deluxe tuners on the back, individual tuners. Never had a strap button put on the neck, which I'm really happy about. The owner told me, he says, oh no, he says, I use the Elvis strap, which I really like. I really, for those of you who have these old guitars, please, please, please don't put strap buttons on the necks. It's just, I think it does something to them. But anyway, nice finish crazing on the mahogany back and sides, and the neck just feels awesome. I mean, it just really, really feels good. Never had a neck reset, and the action is just fantastic. Just great angle on it, and there's certainly room in the bridge saddle to either raise it or take it down a little bit should you want. Now, I was telling you this guitar has some history. I got this from a professional player at one time up in the Lake Okoboji area, and he played in a band with Tom Bedell. Now, Tom Bedell, you may recognize the name. He owned Bedell guitars. He had two old hippie guitars. He also now owns Breedlove guitars and has quite a following in the guitar business, and is quite a player in our business today. And he was back in school even. He was selling guitars and importing them from Japan, and enough about Tom Bedell. But anyway, this gentleman played in bands with Tom. And then as he got out of high school, he got hired to go on a USO tour and swing around and entertain the troops. And he was telling me he was in Iceland, of all places, and he was coming off the stage with this guitar. His dad bought him this guitar brand new in 1968 to go on the road with the USO, and he was walking off the stage and someone ran into him, and of course he hit the back of the guitar and got this nice crack. There's one here, here, and here. He kind of glued it back together again, and when I got the guitar, I said, well, we're going to have to do something else to that. I took it to one of our techs, and he just did an outstanding job. He realigned the back and glued and cleated it. The cleats are absolutely a work of art in this guitar, and it looks wonderful, and he did a great job. But I need to point out right away that there were some cracks. It was damage on the road. Professional cracks. You don't usually run into that. Usually the dog knocked my guitar over, you know. So this was a working guitar that got some working damage to it. From there, that's just about it. It really, nothing on the bottom. Look at here, gosh, the Gibson end pin, that's beautiful. And the guitar is just in wonderful, wonderful shape and sounds really nice and warm. Now these are the square shoulder model from 1968. They, in, let's see, 62, I think they went from the round shoulders. So this one has the more square shoulders. The earlier ones cut down here just a little bit more, so it's a little bit full in this area. That's really about the only difference between them as they ran from 1956 to 1969 was the last year for the Country Western. So how's the guitar sound? I think it sounds great. Nice and mellow. it's a good strummer. You're certainly not going to overpower your voices. That's why I like Gibson guitars. You know, so many of the guitars, especially Martins. I love Martin guitars, don't get me wrong. But if you're playing with a singer, give me a Gibson. I mean, they're so nice and mellow. They don't cut through so much that you're going to overpower female voices, especially if you've got a quieter female voice. There's nothing like a Gibson guitar to accompany them. That doesn't mean you can't get after it. Gosh, what a nice sound. Great action. I'm not having any trouble at all playing these bar chords up here. What a nice guitar. Gibson Country Western, 1968, with a nice square shoulders. Beautiful, beautiful guitar. Whoever gets this is going to love it. Now, I'm also really happy to report we've got the original case with it. Now check out this case. That's the case you want to see. Beautiful alligator-looking lizard Tolex on it. All the hinges are on it except the middle one. The leather strap here, of course, broke off and is gone. But the hinges are on it, except the one. The latches are on it. They all work. It has the original brown handle. Inside, it has the brown felt, which you want to see. It's got the accessory boxes in here. It works and is here. It's got all even the little extra pieces that go over the hinges is in here. I had to glue a couple of them. I could see some evidence of that, but you know, it's some beautiful, beautiful shape. Here's where your bridge sits. So you can certainly tell this was that guitar. So just a great case to go with your country western guitar. So you know what, if you've been looking for a J50, maybe you might want to consider a country western. I mean, not everybody has them. They certainly didn't make as many as they made the J50s and J45s. And pretty much the same guitar except for a little difference in a few things we pointed out. But you know what, they are super cool guitars. They're ones that people will go, what is that? They see the Gibson logo, but they go, wait a minute, it doesn't look quite right. And then they see inside, they go, oh, the country western. So you know what? This guitar is going to make someone really, really happy. Check it and all of our guitars out. We just demoed a 1942 Banner headstock Gibson. We've got some great guitars to show you this month. I can't wait for us to get these demos out. Check them all out at www.lawmanguitars.com, where we only sell really, really, really cool guitars. Thanks for watching my demos.